So the highly anticipated Ashes cricket hits shelves and digital marketplaces today, and I'm sure you guys are all wondering, what are my thoughts on the game? Well, let's have a bit of a look. Now, first of all, I've been playing this game for about a week. It's probably about somewhere between the 15 to 20 hours playtime from what I've experienced so far. That includes both a range of career and casual game mode options. So I'm kind of just zipping through a little bit of what's going on here. This was actually the first game I did play. It was a 2020 5-5 match actually. I'm using the one-day kits there with a bit of Matty Renshaw and David Warner, just trying to show you guys a little bit of the gist of how this works. And I felt immediately that, you know, the batting especially was probably one of my favourite things about this game, as much as I really like the bowling and how the grind comes, but we'll talk about that in a little bit longer. Here I am just absolutely tonking the ball, and straight away I found the new controls, I think they're so much simpler than the previous ones, and I think that for all new players and even players who are experienced with the prior Don Bradman cricket games should give these new controls a go. I think that they're definitely something that you will enjoy playing with, because it just gives you a little bit more freedom as to where you're actually going to hit the ball. I felt like the control sticks in the past were a little unresponsive, and I think that the face buttons really just make it feel a lot better. And I know a lot of people talk about, you know, the feel of a video game, and that to me is responsiveness, and I felt the game was really responsive. So, you know, you've got your mix of all kinds of things. You've got your one-dayers, and probably one of my favourite things about this game is the atmosphere. You know, you're charging in a bowl, you got the crowd at your back, you clean bowl a bloke, and you absolutely get pumped. And who could forget, of course, the occasional, you know, Gary chant from the crowd, as well as the nice Garys.
Oh, nice, Gary. Oh, nice, Gary.
Oh yeah, and the Barmy Army. I feel like when I wanted that test match form, I really wanted to play it on a hard difficulty, so I chucked it on veteran, made my bowling hard difficulty and the batting on hardest difficulty, just to give myself that real intense test match feel, and it didn't disappoint. It really made you grind out each wicket, each ball, and I was bowling for over 2.5 hours before I managed to get in. You can beat the bat, you can sneak it through, you can get your wicket, but it really makes you feel like you've earned it. And hey, you can even look at the wear and tear on the ball if you want to, just to make sure you're shining it enough. And that'll obviously dictate your swing as well, but seriously, who doesn't love a bit of the nice Garys? And that sweet, sweet reward when you finally get the wicket. That's 45 overs of bowling. I did not simulate any of this. I went through the entirety of it just wanting to bowl again and again and again. It was one of those games where I feel like, you know, you get the momentum, the crowd lifts, you get one wicket, you can turn that into 2, you can turn that into 3, you can get a little edge behind, that's 4 wickets down. So it's something that I felt really helped the progression of the game. You felt as though you could win that contest between bat and ball, whereas in the past I feel like a lot of cricket games, you know, once you crank the difficulty, it's damn near impossible to actually take wickets, let alone then make runs on the other side. I think batting was probably one of the more balanced options, and even any of these wickets, you can take them in all sorts of varieties. Yeah, that catch is a little weird, but, you know, it's still a different way of actually taking a wicket. And then when I was going into the batting side of things, it was a grind. You know, I obviously playing on hardest, you want to make sure your players' confidences are up. You can block a ton of balls before you finally find that one ball that you really think, okay, I can work with this one, before you can pull it away. And I really liked using the broadcast camera. It reminded me of the old cricket games, you know, the Brian Lara, Ricky Ponting cricket era that I used to play as a kid, especially even, you know, cricket 07. But the pitch, the field thing in the top right, the fielding circle, that's, you know, one of those classic things that is brought back, and it just makes it feel like a more arcadey feel. And I think that's one of the things that you know, when I was playing these games, I always used to be able to, you know, friends would come over, we'd play, you know, a 10-10 match against each other, and you'd bowl each other out within 4 or 5 overs because you're literally just trying to tonk everything. And I feel like being able to play on this broadcast, you know, view makes me want to do that again. But anyway, you guys can totally check out my full review. It's up over on Press Start. The link for that is in the description. You can find out the score I gave it and why I gave it that score. I think there's, you know, there's definitely some things to be improved upon here in Ashes cricket, but it's definitely a big step up from what we saw in Don Bradman cricket. And for those of you looking for more gameplay, you're going to see it every day on this channel. You're going to see some more career mode every single day. And you are going to see some actual Ashes test match gameplay. So this stuff you've seen in the background, there is a full 5 days worth of action that I'm going to be putting together for some fantastic stuff once the Ashes actually does officially begin next Thursday. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Look forward to more Ashes on this channel. So do not miss anything. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the ball as bloody hard as you can once you've gotten that momentum. Take it. It's awesome. I really enjoyed the game, but check out the review in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys